How's it going, YouTube? My name is Danny Cruz and I'm selling my 1972 Honda Z600. So here she is. I'm just going to give you kind of a walk around so you guys can get a better idea of what this car is really all about. I'm going to go through and kind of tell you what I like about the car and the things that I don't like about the car. I've owned quite a few automobiles, a lot of classics, so I know quite a bit about paint and rust. One thing that I do love about this car is that it is very rust free. I mean, aside from like the chips and like the original paint here kind of coming up, it's like a little bit of surface rust there, but anybody that knows cars, that's not a big deal. It's very good to find a car that's in the original paint because you know what you have. You can see all the flaws. What you see is what you get, you know. Right here we have a dent, small little dent right there. Where else is there dents? Oh, small little dent right here. Some of the hood has a few spots where the paint's coming up here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that very good in the camera. Grill's in really good shape. The car's never been in an accident. Drives straight. All the gears work nicely. Shifts through all 4 gears. No problem. Goes nice and straight. It's a blast to drive this car. I really don't want to get rid of it, but I really need the money right now, so here she is. What else? Okay, let's go into the engine compartment, show you the motor. So right here is where you open the hood, pull this lever. Here's a little hood prop right here. Stick it in that hole. She stays open. So let's see. We have, I believe, a 600cc. I could be wrong. I know it's a 2-cylinder air-cooled engine. As you can see, everything's pretty original. All the factory paint inside here. It's never been apart. It's got all the stickers in the right spots. Right here, engine oil. Honda Motor Company. This one's kind of cool. But if you can see here, this is original paint underneath here, and if you look at the color and you follow it all along here, you don't see any taped edges where they've painted it before, which tells me that this car's original paint. So if you look all the way around, you can see it goes throughout the car. Here's kind of a bad spot where some paint came off. I don't know if like some sort of acetone or something might have gotten on here at one point. One of the bad things I don't like about the car is that these door seals are kind of starting to show their age, but you know, it's 1972, man. Shit gets worn out. Right here, here's another spot that I don't like. The chrome, plastic chrome is kind of coming off here, but I'm sure you can probably find those reproduction somewhere. I'm not too sure if this is a factory deal here, but it's got 2 of these Honda Grand Prix Champion stickers on the side. Somebody probably just slapped those on there. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen any other cars with those stickers, so probably aftermarket, but they looked cool, so I left them on there. Coming around to the back, no accidents here. Usually they rust out right here on the bottom. This one, as you can see, has no rust, but it looks like somebody threw a little spray paint on here. I looked on the inside, and on the inside here, there's 0 rust. It's not rusted through, guys. It's just, I think maybe some, the paint was chipping off, so they just spray painted over it to kind of preserve it. We got our spare tire in here. If we open up the back, you can see, pull this lever here. We got our spare tire back here, split bumper, and it's got the jack with a worn out spare tire, so that will need to be replaced or not. Little tiny exhaust pipe coming out here. It's got a pretty new muffler and exhaust system on it. What else? Unfortunately, somebody plasti dipped the top of this car, but it's original paint underneath. So if you really wanted to, you could take it off. I kind of decided to leave it on there because it could preserve this a little better, because the paint was kind of chipping off the top. The original paint was. Another bad thing about the car, this weather strip's starting to show its age here, cracking a little bit, so that could be replaced or not. Honestly, I like the car the way it is. I love all the flaws with it. I wouldn't change a thing. It's just got this thing going for it where it just works, you know. People love this car just the way it is. Nobody's ever told me like, oh, are you going to restore this car and clean it up? They like it just like this. So here she is. She's a really good car. We're going to go take her for a spin right now. I'll show you how she drives. It's a beautiful day out here in California. Let's go for a spin. Oh, one more thing before we go for a drive. I forgot to mention, these are the original wheels. Now the tires are not in the best shape. They could probably be changed, but they're fine for driving around locally. I'm not taking this thing on the freeway. I think the top speed's like 70 miles an hour. So let's go. On the interior, the dash is mostly untouched. Looks like somebody made this custom little dash cover for it, because the dash is starting to crack just a little bit. So that's going to help protect it a little bit more, but that can be changed also. Carpet is in great shape. The rest of the dash is in good shape. Everything works on this car, guys. Cigarette lighter, I mean the heater, the defroster, the stereo, all the gauges work, the horn works, the lights work, everything, the hazard light, everything. The dome light works. This thing's cool right here. So you turn this however way you want, hit the switch, and the light comes on. Pretty cool little console feature here up on the top. Headliner's like, it's got a couple spots in the back where it's torn. Up here is probably the worst spot. But like I said, guys, she's got character. Front seats probably need to be reupholstered. You could probably do those for pretty cheap. But right now we're just rocking the seat covers, and it's been doing just fine. So let's go for a spin. Factory Honda key right here. And you'll see that this thing just starts up every time. No gas, nothing. Started right up. Gears, pretty cool little shifter there. Gears first, second, third, fourth, and reverses all the way to the left and straight down. And this car is, it runs really good. I mean, I would have no problem driving this car anywhere. E-brake works, and you're off to the races. Just be careful, she's got a lot of power. I think it's a whopping like 40 horsepower in this car, but it's really light. So shift it into second nicely. Third. Got a few rattles on the inside. The door moldings could be replaced, but we're also on a really bumpy road. I should probably slow down actually. But she drives so good, guys. I mean, this car, I have no problem telling you could drive this car back home. It will make it anywhere. Let's see, let's go through the gears one more time. First, second, third, fourth, and once again, we're on a bumpy road, so if the video is pretty rattly, it is a little rattly in here because the door moldings need to be replaced, like I said earlier. But overall, great car. Handles nicely. It takes 4.5 gallons to fill this car up, which is pretty nice. So you can see all the gauges are working. Tack works. Anyways, I'm gonna go back out onto the open roads, and happy bidding. See you guys later.